Crisco, we completely forgot to tell Des.
What?
How him and I are officially the snitches that ain't even about to get stitches. Crisco and I went to management yesterday, and we handled the situation that's going on in this building, and we weren't standing for it. We didn't just go to this guy's boss. We went to this guy's boss's boss.
Oh, yeah, we did. I don't remember what it was about.
What was it?
The Mad Pooper.
Oh,
You did?
Did you? Well, no,
Oh,
to
my
be fair,
God.
the Mad Pooper's boss came to me first and was talking about us bringing it up on the show, and they're like, who is it? And I said, I have no problem telling you who it is. And so I brought it up, and then the boss's boss heard about it, and they both just hysterically laughed at my car while I was telling the story, and Wes was also confirming it.
Wait, was this after our thing and you backed up and went right by him?
Yeah.
I was wondering, there was some sort of shenanery happening over
They
there.
called me back over.
We reported the situation.
Well, it needs to be reported. And did they say we've also are aware of this
They
situation?
were confused of why he's choosing the bathroom he's choosing.
As are we.
They are, sorry. I shouldn't say he.
Yeah. No, you've already said
That's the
it.
consensus. It's not so much that it's being destroyed. It's why that one.
And it's like, why are we not giving him enough money to afford vegetables? Because there's nothing in that bathroom that's happening that has anything to do with some sort of salad or
You don't
anything
think
else.
it could be too much?
No.
fiber?
It could be too much.
I mean, that can
When I
happen.
have too many grapes.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. You're right.
Oh,
Maybe it is.
grapes.
Whatever
he
it is.
doesn't. I mean, they
Something's
don't look
dying.
like a person who eats too many grapes, and that's the problem.
Well, now you're just poo shaming him.
But that is, we are poo shaming him. He
No.
destroys multiple bathrooms multiple times a day.
We only care about one.
One,
Yeah.
yes, and it's the one that we have to walk by
Yeah.
to get down to our other part of the department. And when you have to feel like you're crawling through the depths
terrible.
of hell just to get to said sales department, it's hard.
Whoa, we didn't say
And
anything
there's-
about sales.
No,
Whoa,
that's
whoa,
where
whoa,
we're
whoa.
trying to
You
get
walk
to.
past
We walk past that to go to
sales.
There's a
sales
water
and
fountain
HR.
right there too.
I try to get to
I don't
HR.
wanna
By the
fill
time
it.
I get there, I pass out.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what was I doing? And then I just walk back through it again.
I don't want to
It's
fill up
dire.
my water bottle.
I told you
that.
the update. I told you the update, right? I went down to the far bathroom and said "Mad Pooper." I walk out, and as I'm leaving, I'm going out of the bathroom. I see them dart into the bathroom, same sex, obviously. So walk into the bathroom, dart in there, doesn't even wait, doesn't say anything to me, and lets out a good 6, 7, 8 machine gun style, aggressive, like he was holding on to it too long. And then, it's not us just being over dramatic, Des. You've walked by it.
I've walked by and my nose hair's singed.
Sometimes it can be stinky in the bathroom when you open the door. You're like, ooh, oofy, oofy. But when you can smell it through a freaking metal door.
I have smelled it across the hall from the bathroom and over into our department. I'm like, what is that
I worry
stench?
that he's used to it. So he
Pun
doesn't know.
intended. Pun intended. Crisco and I got to the bottom of this.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's going to happen. I think, is there like a 3 smell strike rule or something? I don't really know.
Do you think you could be called into HR for a situation like that? Like, listen, we're going to need to talk to you.
We'll find out, because I'm going to do my damnedest to bring him in and be like, we need to talk. I don't want you to get in trouble or let go or anything like that, but I do want you to let go of the demons in your backside.
I used to work at my old radio station, worked with a dude, and I think he had a cat or a dog that would pee on his clothes.
Oh,
So he'd
that's
smell like
tough.
cat pee. And I went to the boss and I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I had to come on after him. I don't know. I'm like, the whole studio stinks like that. And he's like, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, you're going to have to send an email or talk to him. I'm like, it's not okay, man.
It is
This is
tough,
a vile smell. And he's like, I know. It's just, so he had to put a policy hanging on the door about hygiene.
But that's a boss's job. That's why I
Right.
don't ever want to be a boss, because you have to.
Could you imagine the awkwardness of being like, hey,
And you know
do you
who
let
you
your
are.
cat go to the bathroom on you? It's not like he was peeing himself, but
Well, you don't know.
right.
I mean, that's the thing.
No,
Well,
it was
it's
cat pee.
cat pee. And that's the thing, is a cat could go to the bathroom on your clothes and you have no idea. It's
Yeah, but
dried.
hang them up then maybe, or do something. You know what I mean? Do something.
I mean, it's easier said than done. I think sometimes people just don't pay attention to it or whatever. There's easy ways to fix it. But, I'm sure as soon as that email came out, they went, awesome. Or were they blind to it and went,
Not me.
somebody's gross.
Right.
But did it get
Steve over
fixed?
there.
Did it get fixed? Did they change it?
Honestly, it was so long ago, I don't remember. But I just remember how, because I have this thing about cat pee smell. It's ironic that
cat
my
pee
wife has
smell
cat.
is so gross.
And once it gets in your nose, you smell it.
Yes, you
it's
can't
there for days.
Smell it. Oh,
it's
days.
so
it's the
bad.
worst. My mom's a cat person too, and I was always so paranoid too because of that. Because trying to find it, the smell too, and pinpoint. Oh yeah, I hated it.
Hated it.
We went
not
from
fun.
one stink to another stink.
We won't talk about stinks anymore.
Okay.
Let's talk about the Coldplay couple. You say that she's
She's now speaking out.
Speaking out.
This is kind of a crazy thing.
Because she was already getting divorced or separated or something.
She
He was
was.
not in the wrong on the whole situation.
He
Or-
was still married, fully married.
Kristen
That's what
Cabot.
the douche thing was yesterday. Bro, let me remember that.
Okay, remember that.
Go ahead.
Kristen Cabot is the female that was being held by, I don't remember the guy's name, but
The boss.
it's probably, Andy Byron. Andy Byron, the CEO. And you know the famous moment where the couple was at Coldplay and they put him on the kiss cam. And then instead of acting like normal adults, they decided to, one, turn and like go the other way. And then the other one dropped down to the ground and started like army crawling through so they couldn't be seen. It was the most
That was
awkward.
one of the memes of the year.
Oh,
Yeah.
if not the meme of the year. I don't know what could really even top that. But now Kristen Cabot is coming out and saying, guys, I am not dating my ex-boss. We actually didn't talk a whole lot prior to the Coldplay concert, and we don't talk almost at all since the Coldplay concert. And I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I think the reason we reacted the way we did is because booze brought us together.
So they got drunk and started getting handsy.
Got a little
And
handsy.
then went, whoa.
And then, or it's just an excuse. I don't know why you talk about it this many months later. Like, why? It's over and done. Let people
Yeah.
forget about you. You're always
Yeah.
going to be the Coldplay couple, but guess who didn't think about them until this story was on TMZ?
I did think about them the other day when there was a story about
Because it's a year-end stuff. Maybe
Chris
that's
Martin.
why.
No.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He was singing. He showed up at somebody's wedding,
Right.
And he was singing. I'm like, oh, I wonder what's up with that Coldplay couple.
Right.
So,
And they're not a thing. They're not. And boy, yeah, it was. I mean, it ruined their lives. I mean, he ended up dropping off as the CEO of the company.
oh, he got fired.
Yeah, I mean, but that's crazy. I never thought a CEO could get fired.
Well,
I mean,
Oh, yeah, you can. You still have a board of
still
directors.
a board of directors. Okay, got it. Got it. I didn't know. I was like, oh man, he's fine. No, he's not.
Speaking of cheating things, this is why Des called me a douche yesterday. I couldn't remember. We're all sitting there after our party yesterday. There's a bunch of us sitting there, and I was talking about, I took a picture with one of the girls in the office because she's a friend, my friend from high school. Long story short,
yeah.
my girlfriend in high school had cheated on me because that's why we didn't end up together. I'm like, oh, she had cheated on me. And then another girl in our office is like, oh, my boyfriend in high school cheated on me and actually got another girl pregnant. And I was like, well, what did you do wrong? And she's like, what do you mean? And I go, because in a cheating situation, the cheater's 33% at fault. The person they cheated with is 33% at fault. And the person that was lacking giving the effort for them and doing all the things that they want in that relationship is 33% at fault. And Des goes, I forget you're a douche sometimes.
Like in that moment, though,
They
like
all agreed.
I mean, they always say it takes two to tango, whatever, for that. But like the cheater and the cheated, like the person cheating with them.
Yeah.
But at the same
victim.
time, like, I mean, what if it is a case of you just are a horn dog and don't
Yeah.
ever get enough, and that person doesn't want to do it 50 times a week?
The
That's
victim
not their
is not
fault.
to blame for being cheated on. The victim, if you will, could be at fault of why this relationship isn't working, but that's not an excuse to cheat. You say this relationship isn't working and I want to cheat, so I'm going to, and we're done. And then it's over.
That's what I would tell like people I dated. I'd be like, listen, if you ever get to a point where you're
Yeah.
so bored with me or you're so like something's not up, either have a
done.
conversation or if you even were on the way to go cheat, be like, call me and be like, I'm done. I'm moving on. But like, it's almost 10 times worse to be cheated on because it just hurts so bad in that moment. You're like, wow, I was not only just a terrible person apparently in this relationship, you also want to cheat on me. Wes is like,
He's like, no, I don't believe so.
Wes has a hot take coming.
No, I know I was saying it to be douchey with the
Yeah,
33%.
you were being funny.
And I get it. They're not a third at fault, but to a certain extent, like everybody has to work at the relationship.
yeah, but
Sometimes
there's
you-
talking
there's
too.
a
Yes,
like,
you
reason-
can break up. You don't go cheat on somebody. Just break up
I'm not
with them.
defending cheating. I'm just
no,
saying
I get that. I get you're not defending
Yeah.
it. I'm just saying that there is like, for all the time somebody has cheated, because there are some people who just get a thrill out of cheating.
Sure.
That to me doesn't make sense. But if you're in a relationship, at one point you cared about each other, at one point you had it, there's no reason you couldn't call me or I call you and be like, you know what, this isn't working. We either let's hash this out or I'm gonna end up cheating on you and I don't want to do it, so let's just end it now and be done.
Yeah.
I know a
I
woman.
respect that so
I know-
much more.
I know a woman that ended up cheating on her husband. And she said because she was like, we were together and I would complain. We went to therapy and everything for their sex that they had. And he didn't care. He was all about him. He would go into the situation, get his
She'd
rocks
leave.
off and walk away. And she's like, we would go to therapy. I wanted to do everything to make this work. He's just like, I don't. And he flat out told her, I don't
I
care.
just don't care.
Yeah.
So then she's like, I wanted to be fulfilled. So I went and did that. And I'm like,
Again, whatever.
Again, I'm
It's
not saying
your
he's
thing.
you should have broke up with him or divorced him
Yeah.
or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, he should have also changed his way. If she's begging you to change because she wants, the relationship to work,
100% agree with you on
made
that.
a little bit of change. But
Well, he clearly didn't want to be in the relationship. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So maybe that's meant to be. There's always an exception to all the rules, but I would just say let's not be cheater McPeters.
agreed.
Good.
You know
Good
where
for
you're
you.
never going to cheat is when you go overseas to Europe. Nobody ever does that.
That is true.
They go
Nobody
places
cheats.
like
I don't know.
Finland.
Isn't that grounds for? Isn't that like a rule? Area code or zip code?
Well, different
Continent
country.
code?
Yeah, different continent
Yeah, I
code.
think there are no rules.
But you guys, I can't tell you what to do. Maybe this is like, maybe you're bringing your side piece. I don't know. But you can pack your bags again with me and head out to another incredible adventure with Borton Overseas. This is such a fun trip. Borton Overseas does it better than anybody out there. They want to put together this trip to Finland, Estonia, and Sweden. That's right. The history-rich Baltic capitals of all three countries, you guys. 3 countries, 1 trip. You are never going to get a better bang for your buck than this trip. Sorry to put bang in there after talking about all the other stuff. But you can stroll through the fairy tale streets of Helsinki, Finland. You can also take a overnight cruise to wrap it all up in lively Baltic bright Stockholm, Sweden. There's 3 incredible capitals and 1 unforgettable adventure with Borton Overseas. Give yourself a gift this holiday season and come with me to the Baltics October 2nd through the 11th of 2026. But you get in now, get an early bird discount, and it will confirm your spot before January 27th. You can be locked in. I know this thing is already halfway sold, so we need to get you on it. We want you to be with us. It's going to be so much fun. Type in keyword Baltics on ks95.com and you can find out all the information, or go to BortonOverseas.com to learn more and reserve your spot today to join me on the trip of a lifetime.
Now, we would never be into weed, but imagine if you saw a sign, a display for free weed.
I'm kind of disappointed I didn't make it here before the cops.
It's out of high school, too. That is crazy to me.
There's some funny people around here, I gotta say.
There sure is a criminal aspect to trying to give out marijuana. Obviously illegal to try and distribute marijuana to anybody under the age of 21.
We've done pretty well. There's not a lot of trees left, but I don't know if we can connect it to the other greenery, if you will. It's that time of the year to be merry, but maybe not that way around the high school.
Maybe if it was in a different circumstance where there was just adults around.
Okay, so that was in California. There was a box that was set outside of a house with a sign that said, "Merry Christmas, free weed." And there were dozens of jars in it, all filled with marijuana. But they're mainly just saying the problem is it was right by a high school. I mean, I would say probably in other areas, fine. Some people are like, they chill. Who cares? It wasn't like it was at the high school. There's probably a certain, but
I just don't get why people are freaking out about it.
29 mason jars of quote unquote cage-free weed.
I would say high schoolers have more information and intel on that stuff than anybody ever thinks they will.
Right.
That's, you know what I mean? Like, that was like the time back in our day.
But remember how taboo weed used to be? Like,
Oh, yeah.
like the thought of that, like even, 10, 15 years ago, this would be breaking news.
Oh, it would be like,
This would
I
be
can't
like-
believe it.
Holy, oh my goodness.
I say it all the time that you used to walk around downtown areas and you'd smell cigarette smoke and think nothing of it. Smell weed and you're like, smoking
Right.
marijuana. Now you walk around a downtown area, smell weed, think nothing of it. If somebody's smoking a cigarette, you're like, oh, you're
Ew.
gross. What's wrong with you?
Isn't
wild?
that funny?
Like, remember Ricky Williams in football?
Oh, my
He
gosh.
was banned from the NFL.
The Wizinator, too, for
Oh,
what was it,
yeah.
Chester Taylor for the Vikings.
Ontario Smith.
Ontario Chester Taylor's like, whoa, sorry.
Never.
Yeah, Ontario Smith. Yeah.
Wizinator.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, there were so many things, and you're right. It like got them stopped completely.
Yep.
I think Ricky Williams even tried to like go on
He
a
left.
tour
Yeah,
of
he
like.
went to become Buddhist and lived in the
Yeah.
mountains to smoke weed. He was like, I'd rather smoke weed than play in the NFL.
He was banned. Well, he didn't have a
That's
choice.
crazy.
He was banned.
No, I know, but he disappeared from everything.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have to go become Buddhist.
I mean, that sounds fun, though.
Just
Have you ever met a mad Buddhist? No, you haven't.
I
Because
don't
you know
think
what?
I met a
because
Buddhist.
they're
Really?
so.
Go to I guess you've never been to Asia, but yeah, like Thailand, they're all
Said that
about.
like it's just next to Coon Rapids.
Well, I
You're
mean,
like,
because there is
Oh,
a
yeah.
pretty big Buddhist population in the world,
Yeah, of course there
but
is.
they're all about karma. So everything's super. They just try to be helpful.
It makes me want to do a eat, pray, love type of a trip. Go do, I don't know.
I feel like you would drop the whole praying part of it. You would definitely do the eat and love part of the trip.
You'd be like,
That
eat,
would
drink,
be
love.
great.
I can't wait to go on an eat, drink, love tour.
No, eat, pray,
For
love,
booze.
drink.
Eat, pray for booze, and love.
But
Sure.
obviously, if I went to, do some like, oh, yay, enlightening type of stuff, I wouldn't be able to drink during that, and that would be fine. I would just be doing the praying and the loving and stuff.
No, you wouldn't. You would get there and
would you ever go on a sober vacation?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Dude, I went to Amsterdam, of all places. 7 days in Amsterdam. Not one drop of liquor. Not one bit of weed, which is legal there.
It's been legal there for a long
That's
time.
actually not legal there.
Could you do?
It is not criminalized.
It's not criminalized, guys.
Yeah.
Could you do a week-long vacation?
I mean, yeah, I've
I know
done
you
it
did
when
it.
I
You
was
had two
pregnant.
babies. I know, yeah, but there
not
were
as
some
fun.
snakes in there. Come on.
Everybody's having so much fun. I'm like, yay, this is great. Actually, I went to a wedding, Julie's wedding, when I was pregnant. It was a great time still. I mean, it was like, well, you're right. Everybody kind of is idiots when they're drinking. I'm like, I'd rather be one of those idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did a whole trip in Amsterdam.
I've
No
done
alcohol,
plenty of
no
trips.
weed.
I think I did an all-inclusive one time where I think I only had drinks on
Okay,
one
that's
day.
a waste.
It wasn't
You
a waste.
wasted your money. Yes, it is.
Dude, not when you eat like I do. Okay, I mean,
Really?
money
All
back.
inclusive for food?
Yeah.
That is funny, though, because, like, on Sunday, that Wolves game, I was like, man, I feel like I got a drink.
Yeah.
It's included.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I
At
had
least
a
one.
beer. I had a beer just because I felt like I had to. Otherwise, yeah, Shirley Temples for
one
days,
beer.
baby.
Yeah, the Shirley Temple. That was my favorite part.
The
He's like,
Shirley Temples hit so good there. They
Oh,
were
they looked
so good.
You couldn't have made it an adult Shirley Temple?
No,
What, do you add vodka to
Yeah.
that?
no, because that wasn't included.
Oh.
no, it was
It's
only
beer and wine.
Yeah, beer and wine. Yeah.
Oh, they do it up right, huh?
If it was just beer, she's like,
But what kind of sociopath only has one beer?
I
You
did.
could never.
I could never.
Yeah.
I
No.
could never.
not in any situation.
No.
Even like we went to a restaurant the other day and we were like, okay, let's just make sure we remember this place doesn't have any happy hour specials. They just have food specials.
Yeah.
And I swear we all said that. We all went to lunch and then 18 minutes later Wes was like, I'll take my 9th hams, please. I was like,
He just is
Oh,
very
God.
thirsty
Okay.
Yeah.
and he drinks quickly. That's
that,
the problem.
that is me too. I drink a lot of liquids, so that's kind of why I'm like,
no judgment. I just know
Yeah.
last time we went there, it was like $80 for you guys
Yeah.
for one thing. It was
and
like,
we're like,
whoa.
we will never do that
No.
again.
See you next Monday.
Gen Z just judged me on Friday
Oh.
at dinner because she was like, "Wow, you
No.
finished that margarita? I literally have been 2 sips," and I'm like, "Oh,
Don't let
okay,
her
Jess."
judge you.
We
Uh,
never
but-
get judged after something
Right.
like Radiothon.
Right.
I mean, that is where we earned
But
our
then,
food and drinks.
then I judged the crap out of her later for other things she shared us.
You can't let the judgment
ditto.
bother you. Crisco, I think, gave me one of the best compliments ever like 2 weeks ago. And he's like, you know what I like about Wes? He just owns it.
Yeah.
Like my
Yeah.
downfalls, I just own it. Like, do I talk too much about sex because I love sex too much? Yeah. And I just own it. If we go to a place and they're like, you're going to have another beer, I'm like, I am.
But that's what I love
I
about
probably do drink way too much.
Our
You know what? I
relation-
don't
yeah.
care what you
Oh,
think.
I mean,
I'm actually officially at an age successful enough in my life. I growed my kids. I'm in a successful
True.
marriage. You know what? Judge me. I don't really give a flying
People-
crap.
And that's the thing is like at the end of the day, even when I give you guys crap or you'll give me crap or whatever, we always just joke about it. I don't care if you have 50 beers or 30 glasses
Okay.
of wine.
Right.
I don't care.
For 51, I'm drawing the
Hey.
line. I wonder if I could drink 50.
No.
The best
You would
part
die.
is I could tell you to
I bet I
drink
could.
50
You
and challenge you to it, and you'd be so drunk. I'd be like, if you hit 51, I'll buy them. You wouldn't even remember.
No, if we went to an all-inclusive, I promise you, because I don't know what alcohol content those beers
I
are.
think they're real light.
They're real light.
Like
I bet.
they
I
water
bet
those suckers down.
for sure. I put down 50 beers at an all-inclusive
Tip 'em
before,
more.
which sucks because I'm not drunk, but I've taken in like 500,000 calories.
Yeah, tip them more, and they'll give you the higher rail stuff though too, like at the bars.
Well, yeah, or just
Yeah.
go to really good places.
Have-
But the beer, I swear, is just
No idea.
super. It is super light. But the other thing I've learned at all inclusives, when I'm not super concerned about like, oh my gosh, I just paid $10 for that drink. If I go in the pool for a little bit and it gets warm, I'm like,
Give me a new
yeah,
one.
I'll just dump this one out. I'll take another.
Your Alaskan cruise coming up, is that all inclusive?
It is all inclusive.
So
Yeah. 'Cause you're on
is that the only way to go for a cruise?
I've
you have
never
to-
been on a cruise.
Okay, neither have I.
You have to buy the drink packages.
Do you?
You have to. Otherwise, you're going to be paying per drink, and I don't even know what they charge you. And a drink package on a cruise ship is like $55.
And the
a
food's
day.
always
Oh.
included.
Always included.
The
Yeah, but the
food.
drink package
Oh,
is.
the food's so good.
But
The thing is, though, I feel like that's such an adventure. I do have like different kinds of vacations. I'm going to drink way more on a beach vacation. You know what I mean? You're sitting there, you're doing
Sure.
nothing. But if you're doing adventures, you know what I mean? You're going hiking, sightseeing,
Yeah.
fishing or something. It's different. I will come back and be excited to have drinks and stuff, but I just kind of, there's different kinds of trips.
When we're in,
sorry, go ahead.
we're in Portugal and Spain coming up on Christmas, we're probably not going to really drink much, maybe wine a night because you're in Spain and it's
And you
a
got
big wine
to.
place.
Yeah.
But because we have so many, like some of these hikes that Marie sent me videos of what we're going to do, it's like on these cliffs and stuff, like, yeah, drinking.
No,
A lot of
no,
wa-
you know what?
yeah.
Right.
Are you just wine on the beach, or do you drink pretty much anything and everything? Like, because I feel like it's a great way to drink like stuff with ice in it, so it can like give you some water and hydrate a little bit too.
You don't want the ice at all
Wine on the
inclusive.
beach doesn't sound great.
No, I do drink wine on the
Yeah.
beach, but this is
Ooh,
no,
that
but
sounds
this is
gross.
what my perfect vacation at a pool, beach, whatever in Mexico. We do breakfast and I do like a coffee and Bailey's or a mimosa, something fun like that. Then you make your way to the pool, and then you have a fun, festive, like not a pina colada, like a daiquiri, margarita, something like that. And then I'm kind of like, I'm over that. Then I might have like something that's like a vodka soda with a bunch of lime in it, or
you mix it up.
margaritas.
Well, a lot of wine drinkers I've noticed at all inclusives bring their own Yetis too, because then it stays cold.
And exactly. So if it's a white wine, you can put it in
It just
there.
doesn't seem like a great warm weather drink, but clearly
But
it is. I
but
know
I
you
drink
drink
it
on
all
the boat.
summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you but if you keep it in a Yeti or something, it stays cold.
I just wish I loved anything as much as you love wine,
Yeah.
because it is your favorite. Like, I
It's
think
my
if you had to
favorite.
just pick one drink, that would be it, right?
You know what's weird though? Somebody mentioned this
Egg
the other.
rolls. I bet you love egg rolls as
I
much
do
as you
love egg
Egg
rolls
rolls.
and wontons. Oh my god.
I choose wontons, cream cheese wontons over egg rolls for the record. But
Gross.
The right egg roll
Oh.
you can't pass
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
The right egg roll, perfect bite.
cream cheese gets me every time. But whatever. I used to only drink Chardonnay. That was like my thing when I started drinking wine years ago. I only drank Chardonnay. And that was a joke. Oh, I need a Chardonnay. And then it like flipped a little bit and it was a little bit of a Pinot Grigio. And I don't know when I fell in love with Sauvignon Blanc. It's
Do you think-
just happened.
Is there a gateway in wine? Like, you have to start somewhere.
Well, don't most people start like Moscato?
I always did.
Like sweet wine?
I like Riesling because it's
Yeah.
super
That's
sweet.
probably where most
Yeah.
people start.
Well, that's why you
Or a
love
light
wine.
red
Like,
wine.
I don't love wine, but you don't like sweet things, and wine is just bitter. I mean, you know what I think wine messed me up, and I know this is probably going to be a weird answer to everybody, is church. I went to
Oh,
church
yeah.
all the time. We had
Yeah,
to
but they
drink
give
it
you a really
all the
heavy
time.
ass
I
one.
know, and so that was like with beer. I got served beer by some family members, and it was not the end of the world, but it
But
was
you
warm.
didn't like it.
It was warm. They
Yeah.
served me warm beer. From that moment on, no beer was ever going to be good to me ever again. So I hated that. Hard liquor just kicks my A double crooked letter every time. So that's just stupid. And then that's why the only thing I like is when I cannot taste alcohol in it. But if wine, all I think of is wine, I think of church. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I get it.
You're probably glad you did that because you wouldn't be drinking as much like we do. That's why I was so glad when I was like 16, I tried chew for the first time.
Yeah, because
And
you
I
didn't do
threw
it.
up all over my parents' front yard. And to this day,
Oh, God.
I think Taylor and I were talking about it. He has the same thing. To this day, when I smell it, I'm like, chills. Gross.
Cigarettes.
I can't.
Cigarettes. All I thought
I
it
love
was
the
like
smell of
the
cigarettes.
it was the no, I mean I don't mind the smell and I don't condone doing it. I'm just saying like I was at Arby's working at like my second job ever or first job ever, and we had this they were a manager. I think they were both managers and they were married. And they were chain smokers. Like every 10 minutes they had to go grab one. And I concocted this whole plan and I went and I snuck one out of their box and I went and grabbed the lighter and I went outside by the freezer. I was like, oh my God. I think I lit it, took in half of a breath and almost died. And I put the cigarette. They would have probably been so pissed at me because I just put the thing
Wasted
out,
it.
wasted the whole cigarette. I was like, but again, had I not been stupid enough to do that in that moment, I probably, maybe would have got into it later. I don't know.
Yeah.
God, what a dirty podcast yesterday, and just a knowledgeable podcast
Well, it
today.
started icky at the beginning.
Yeah, well, because
We
he
had
has
to
a
report
condition.
somebody.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, I mean, and then we
Different
need to
kinda
know.
icky. Yeah.
Have you guys ever done the thing? I have a high school party. I can remember exactly whose house. Bo. I won't say your last name. I was at your house.
Jackson.
Yep, Bo Jackson. For
God,
sure.
you knew Bojack.
Nick.
Yeah,
Next.
I
You
go
knew
way back.
everyone.
Wow. Code names.
But we were at a party, and all the boys chewed, or a lot of the country boys chewed. And I grabbed, I
you
was
did not drink
drinking something. Yep, I picked mine up, and I took a drink, and it was
Oh,
chew spit.
no.
And I can still taste it. That was the
Not only
grossest
the
thing I
chew,
made.
but you have their saliva. And
It's a life lesson, though, that you take with you for the rest of time to
yeah.
check everything you're drinking.
Yep.
Because
So gross.
people have done it before where, like, even like a can of
American
soda.
Pie.
Yeah, American Pie with beer and
Stifler with the
Stifler.
beer.
It's real gross.
wasn't
Oh,
it like maybe my first month here? And we had somebody that worked here and sat in that room where you are, Brooks, and spit in their chew bottles and left them in there. And I had a complete meltdown. You guys don't remember?
I
don't remember the person.
It's somebody
but I
that may have just
remember
got
that,
let go not too long ago. And
They had a meltdown about
No. He left it in
yeah.
there. And I went, I don't know where you work right now, but this is not okay. This is
Oh,
disgusting.
Oh,
Yeah.
you.
Stop leaving these bottles. There was like 3 of them in there. Because he would just use another one every day and then not throw them away or not take them out of there. And I had a whole meltdown. I was in there talking to Pidge, and I'm like, why are these in there? And he's like, because he leaves them in there. I'm like, that's bleeping disgusting.
Yeah, that's nasty. Don't do that
It's
in
gross.
the workplace. Seriously.
Yeah.
I even think I've got friends, and I'm not going to call you out, but you guys have been around them that, they ask for a spit cup at a bar, and they like give them a cup, and they put
Napkins in there.
napkins in there, and I am so disgusted.
And then the
Like,
worst is
ew.
when you see them finish and they're like,
I know
and
that.
they like push the whole. I'm like, no.
I know a guy that from the morning he gets up in the morning till he goes to bed at night always has a dip, and he puts it in his upper lip so you can't tell. He doesn't have the little, bulge right there, and guts it all day long. He just keeps he adds to it all day long. Never takes it out. Never spits it out. Just keeps adding to it all day long. And I'm like, enjoy cancer, man.
Yeah, of your mouth, your
Never
throat,
stops.
and
He'll be
your
up-
stomach.
Yep, 18 hours a day.
And your butt probably too, because it's coming out there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Tobacco butts are the worst.
God, we start with something from the butt.
We end with the butt.
Always
I'd
end with the
rather-
butt.
I feel like I'd rather just smoke cigarettes than do chew.
I don't want any of it.
Yeah, same.
I'd rather
But-
just eat myself back to 500
I'd
pounds.
rather just drink way too much.
I'd just rather
Right.
eat so much food that it's done.
Yeah, give me
Proving,
some
though-
candy cigarettes. Like,
Yeah, proving we all
Licorice.
have our vices. No
We
matter
do.
what,
Yeah.
we can.
I have
Nobody
none.
should judge each other because we all have a vice of some sort.
We do, totally.
I wish mine was a healthy vice, like, oh my God, I'm an overworker out, or
Oh, God, I eat too
hold
much
me
celery.
back.
You know what I mean? Like, that's nobody's
man.
vice. Oh, my God. Okay, we're done.
Sauces.